Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. And we're going to go on to saying something that heartbreaking that happened in California. This is the reality of people being in California, and I'm hoping that this has never happened to one of you guys. However, if you guys do have a story, you can always email me at jmreports@gmail.com, and you can always tell me on what your story and what happened to you and your kids or what have you, or any type of crazy story that you think that is being wronged by you. I will message back and I will make a story out of it. However, we're going to go over with this here, with this type of deal, and we have this with his heartbreaking. Another California father loses custody of his son for refusing to affirm his transgender identity. Yet another story of a father who has lost custody of his son after objecting to his child's being subjected to gender transition has come to light. Adam Vena, the father of 5-year-old Aiden, lost custody of his young son after disagreeing with his girlfriend about his alleged transgender identity. Currently facing a restraining order, Vena is fighting to gain access to his son before his mother has the ability to supply him with puberty and hormone blockers. Vena, who lost custody of his 5-year-old son, Aiden, shared that his girlfriend began clothing Aiden's and girls' dresses at the young age of 2. Due to Adam's objection to this, a custody battle ensued, which resulted in California courts blocking Adam from having access to Aiden's medical files, the issuance of a 5-year-old restraining order, and the verification of Adam's custody of his son. "I'm terrified for my son," Vena said. "I'm terrified for what they've been pumping inside my son's head." According to Vena, everyone involved in the custody battle, from the judge to Aiden's mother's attorney, has been vehemently supportive of LGBTQ ideology. Yes, and this is something that I think people need to start understanding here, is that California is a very, very dangerous place for anybody that is at the age of pretty much infant to, 18. And this is something that is terrifying to me for some of my family members in particular who have kids, and this something could very reality happen. If you have this come into reality, this is something dangerous. And this is for, this could be a problem for man and woman, honestly. If your woman is liberal or far left, and you have kids with this person, faces a very dark reality to where this could happen to you. Or if you're a female and a man hates this type of, likes this type of stuff, this also poses a great threat to you. It can happen on both sides. It's not just women. However, you're more at risk of women doing this because they're more relying on the far left. So we have to take that into account as well. This is the issues that I have with this, is that they are ruining people's lives for stuff like this, and women will use it vehemently, also men as well, will use this to destroy your child's life just to get back at you. It's kind of really disgusting in a way that this is how people are going to do stuff like this. And they say that California is great. It's really not. It's really dystopian, authoritarian type of stuff where they will take your kids away because you don't agree with on how you want to raise your child. Obviously, you shouldn't be raising your child by, abusing them sexually or, beating them or something like that. There's obviously understandable stuff why the government would want to take away your child because you're doing something horrific to them. Even though I know the foster care system is not the greatest system on our planet. Let's be honest here. It's not great. It's kind of horrible, but it's like stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? You either take away from the abusive parent or put them in another place where they could possibly be abused or worse, or, it's just not a good situation to be for the child at all. But when you face a situation like this, your hands are tied. And I feel for this man because this is terrible. "They referred to my son as a girl in court," he added. Vena also said that the attorney for Aiden's mother goes by he/her pronouns. The Pasadena judge who was initially overseeing the custody case, Harvey Silberman, had previously made a name for himself with the LGBTQ community after working as the first staff attorney for the AIDS Project Los Angeles. During the initial custody battle, Silberman ordered Aiden to undergo a gender assessment that Aiden's mother was allowed to attend, but Vena himself was barred from. "I was denied the ability to attend the gender assessment, was denied the ability to ask my own questions as the father of Aiden," Vena shared. "Not one time was I ever sat down and asked about what I thought was going on with my son." According to Vena, even his doctors initially said that Aiden did not have gender dysphoria, but rather than gender curiosity. Despite this, Aiden's mother continued to dress him in girls' clothing and ultimately changed Aiden's pronouns to she/her, a crucial part of the grooming process that Vena said Aiden's mother has been subjecting their son to since he was just 2 years old. Aiden's mother also emailed the private school Adam was paying for his son to attend to inform the school that Aiden was now transgender. Vena only found out about this when another concerned parent of the school reached out to him and shared the email sent by Aiden's mother. So yes, this is something that the mother is destroying the family and also destroying this young kid's life. It's disgusting that I'm reading this. It really is. And I don't know what your guys' opinion on this, but I think this is absolutely disgusting. Of course, transgender people are going, oh, it's fine. It's like, no, it's not fine. The reason why it's not fine is because this woman is forcibly changing this kid's identity. There's nothing great about this. The kid didn't choose. He's being indoctrinated, groomed into thinking this. There's a difference between choosing your gender and becoming an adult, and then changing it and you're not harming anybody. That's fine. Go and do that. But when you are going after and forcing and grooming a child to be changed something like this, it's disgusting. And it's not by their own willful choice, it's by whoever is forcing them to think this way. I'm sure you all know Aiden, the boy who wears dresses, the email began. Aiden has come out as transgender and is ready for the world to accept her for who she truly is. She fully identifies as female, uses female pronouns, and uses the girls' restroom, this is the boy. Aiden now knows the word she will use if and when any of her peers question the fact that there have always been her as a boy. The email continued. Aiden is a girl who was born in a boy's body. To me, she says, every single part of me is a girl, except I have automatically correct word for male genitalia. The email finishes with Aiden's mother asking parents to come to her with any questions regarding Aiden's transition. As a result of being opposed to his son being groomed by his mother, Vena is now facing a 5-year restraining order. In September, California Governor Newsom vetoed a bill, AB 957, which would have set a precedent to revoke custody from a non-affirming parent. In his veto, the governor addressed California's court's current policy of considering the parent's affirmation of their children's gender identity when considering the child's health, safety, and welfare. A court under existing law is required to consider a child's health, safety, and welfare when determining the best interest of a child in these proceedings, including the parent's affirmation to the child's identity. The veto signed by Governor Newsom reads, Vena has since started a give, send, go to raise funds for an attorney to help him gain access to his son before his mother is able to put Aiden on puberty blockers, who would be able to start him on the age of 10. With overreaching bills and state officials largely leaning on the side of promoting transgenderism for children, the story is one of many cases of how parental rights are being stripped away by trans activists and the LGBTQ community in California. And this is something that happened in November, alright? So it's still ongoing, obviously. But this is something that's insane. And, by the way, once they get these puberty blockers into this child and stuff like that, it's over. It's GG. It's like that kid's ability to have children is over. He will not be able to procreate ever because it does sterilize you. And the fact of the matter is that it's disgusting that we're having this. This is another reason why. It's like why some people, why men, wouldn't be able to date a liberal or far-left woman. And it isn't because, like, you probably couldn't get along or whatever. It's because if you have different opinions and you have a child, this is something that could very easily happen. And no guy I would ever want to be put in this situation at all. I mean, it's terrible. And this makes it to where women on at least the very far left can't be dated with whatever unless you're the same ideology, because they can go out and do this. This is terrifying for any father, or this is terrifying for any female that could get that dates a father that thinks the same way as this woman does. It is not okay, and this makes a certain group of people not dateable because the fear of this happening. And if you don't agree with that, and they go behind your back and do this, it could ruin your life, and it could ruin your kid's life. It just puts you through so much stress. It's just not warranted. All right, so that's my opinion on this. That's what I think that this celebrity is, and it's just disgusting, man. It really is disgusting. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.